Hello, everybody. This is Mike Pucciarelli. In this short video, I'll be discussing, how I do light painting in Photoshop. When I mean light painting, I mean a master art file, which is right here, composed of many of exposures. And I'm going to disable all my layers. I'm going to start from scratch. This is called the base shot. We run the action. Run the action called make base layer. The only thing I'm doing, dragging the shadows all the way to left. Maybe you can put a little light in, but a lot of times I just like it dark. So what I would do is, this is a JPEG. I would use my lasso tool, make a loose selection. I'm going to do Control C or Control Command C. And I'm going to paste it. I'm going to paste. I paste in place. And I always want to end up with opacity 100 in light and blend mode. So I would open up a new JPEG, make a new selection, and I'd run the same procedure, paste in place, and I would be painting on a black layer mask, white, and I'd be using a very soft brush. And when I'm using like a very soft brush, where the hardness is 0%, the spacing is a low number, and I can change the size of this brush. Also with the bracket keys, French and right brace keys. Throughout light painting, I use a very soft brush with the settings I just showed you. Every one of these are selections copied from a JPEG, and you're always ending in light and blend mode. And I decided, the clip. I decided to use a clip mask action just for the background, just for preceding layer. So I would just run levels adjust, clip. So suppose I'm going to delete this layer. Suppose I wanted to do, I can clip a group. I'm going to do Control G, Control Command G for a group. So I could also clip a group. I'm adjusting the whole photo. I'm going to push F12 to go back. And I just wanted to, affect. I could also do another clip where I just want to affect the color. And the only thing I'm doing is clipping the layer below, immediately below. I can also use a double clip on a group of layers. Now I'll talk about another light painting where same idea. Where I start with the base layer or the base action. And then I open up a new JPEG. I copy what I want to see, and then I paste and paste what I want to see. And I'm painting on a black layer mask, white, because I want to reveal what I want to see. And so far, I'm using opacity 100% in all layers. And so all these are copied from JPEGs, these separate layers. Suppose that I wanted to bring this out. What I can do, I can do a levels adjust, where I'm just affecting the background, the layer below it. Or if I want to affect all the layers, I'm going to push the shift key. I'm going to put in a group. Control Command G. I'm first going to do a levels clip. And then I'm going to do a saturation clip. I just play around with the color. So I'm going to shove 12 because I don't want to make any changes. Changes already been made. Now this photograph is a little different. The first several, like the first 5 layers, I decided to lower the opacity to 10%. So watch what happens when I, you know, see how it doesn't look so natural. So I'm going to push F12 to go back to the beginning. Yeah, I'm bringing out the natural shadows. That's why I decided the first 5, layers, copy layers, I just decided to use the opacity of 10. And I'm basically using the same thing where I open up a JPEG, I copy, and then do a lot of times the action I use the most is the paste in place. I paste in place, I always end with the light and blend mode. And it is the same thing. These are all separate exposures from JPEGs. Now, when I came back, I decided to leave the opacity to 100 because I want to bring this out at a really strong level. These are all JPEGs. This is a JPEG that I selected and copied. If I don't just turn it into a clip mask, I just push the Alt key. Push F12 to go back to the beginning. Sometimes for the background, same idea. I'm still using the copy and then paste in place, but sometimes I have to use a big brush and I have to maybe use a very low opacity, low flow, make, for the subject to stand out better. The screen smaller. Suppose that I felt like that's too much, so I'm gonna do my actions. My clip mask. Now what I'm doing is I'm clipping the layer immediately below. You see, I'm just affecting just the background, not the subject. I'm going to push F12. So if I wanted to make the whole photograph, lighter or darker, I'm going to first put everything in a group, Control Command G. I also have an action for that. But then I want to and then I want to colorize the whole image. So you can do with the grapes. I'll push F12. Go back to the beginning. Well, thank you for listening to this webinar on how I do Photoshop and light painting. Again, this is Mike Pucciarelli, creator of Still Life and Landscape Mike Pucciarelli YouTube channel. If you find this interesting, my YouTube channel has playlists on the white plex table, the black plex table, light painting, equipment, software, also landscape photography, and maybe consider liking and subscribing. Thank you for listening to this short webinar of how I do light painting in Photoshop.